Veronica, Imaginovator and host, and welcome to the Shaboo Prince Artist Studio, where we'll play hard and embark on your new odyssey.
It's an inward journey of discovery using your enlivened sense of wonder. Each episode will offer you surprising experiences for deeper imagination and creativity to occur. This is your safe playground where you will discover and liberate your creative originality. Come on in and let's ride.
Hiya, I'm Veronica, your Imaginovator and host, and welcome back to the Shaboo Prince Artist Studio and your new odyssey. I'm so glad you're here because this space is for just you and me, where we're safe and there's no judgment and we can be free to imagine anything we want and wonder about all the what ifs that we want. Isn't that nice? And how often do you get to do that? Well, I hope you're also enjoying my curly-haired assistant and how she can really help both of us in our journey. Did you know that she is a manifestation of my creativity? Yeah, she is my friend in creativity, and we're going to talk about that. But it's really a relationship that you want to have. It's not a thing, and we're going to play with the relationship that you have, or don't, with your creativity.
Hiya, I'm your assistant, Imaginovator Veronica, and I will help you get the most out of your new odyssey, a program unlike anything you've ever seen before. Each episode is a grab bag of various creativity experiences and activities that will get you thinking in new ways and increase your curiosity for your imagination and creative self-expression. All you have to do is sit back, have an open mind, and watch. And I guarantee you will get something good for yourself out of the next half hour.
You know what I do? I love to watch kids talk to themselves and play and create. And you can actually see right there the relationship and the kind of relationship they have with their creativity. And, you know, in all honesty, I do talk to myself a lot too, which is my relationship with my creativity. I noticed one thing is that I never feel alone because I always have this force. And we keep talking about these other forces that are real, like your imagination and creativity, and they feel real. And I'm always in company with them. And so a funny thing happened, and this is a reason why I even came up with the Kaleidoscope Journeys, is that during the pandemic, which I don't like to mention much, but I noticed a lot of people suffering and feeling very isolated and alone. And I didn't have that experience. I felt very creative. I never feel alone. I never felt alone then. And so what I wanted to do was create an experience that people could watch and feel and enter into. I literally wanted to take you by the hands and pull you into this other world using lots of different kinds of stimulation where we could feel free and in the companionship of your creativity and me. And that's why I created the Kaleidoscope Journeys, to help you play and be in company with your creativity. So I'm going to put a QR code here so that you can download this week's coloring page. It doesn't require you to color to enjoy the benefits of the Kaleidoscope Journey. This is not a coloring exercise. This is an imagination exercise. So let the music and the imagery and the colors and the power of color take you away. Whatever you need, this moment is yours. And we're going to ride and play together in your far out imagination. And I'd love for you to introduce to me your friend creativity. Let's do that. Let's ride.
Kaleidoscope Journeys will transport you to an alternate positive state, but only if you let them. This is a powerful pause button for the mind. so that you can use your heart to imagine in new ways. I will do all of the work. Just sit back and relax. Enjoy guided imagery, the power of color, inspirational music, and introspection. For the next few kaleidoscope journeys, let's dive into this beautiful image. There is much to discover about our creativity and our original creative selves. But first, let us consider this inspirational statement. Your fulfillment requires uncovering the full expression of self. It will resemble no one else. Now come over here with me and we'll begin to color in a golden ribbon. Not only will it beautifully frame our composition, but it signifies and insinuates the divine potential that's ahead. And that there is so much gold in our lives, in the horizon, in our hearts. Now, if you remember our previous kaleidoscope journey, the many things we imagined together changed us. This kaleidoscope journey will let us consider that we can fly without balloons and that we may even have wings. What if we had wings? What colors would yours be? What a wonderful thing to imagine. I like this particular gold and how it weaves in the background of this image. Much like the unseen gold in our own lives. Invisible, supporting us. All the possibilities we cannot see with our eyes. The idea that there is so much happening in our lives that we cannot see with our eyes suggests they're meant to be seen some other way. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm glad that I don't know everything. And that all that we see is not all that there is. Now that we blew the walls out of our potential reality, let's imaginovate. Let's imagine that this gold ribbon has a personality and that it could talk. And what does it need to tell you? With increased awareness and a little imaginovation, you'll find that everything has information for you. So imagine the personality of this regal golden ribbon, why it's here, its purpose, and now that it notices that you see it, what does it wish to communicate to you? Perhaps it triggers a memory, or an emotion. Rest assured that your creative genius will speak to you. Creative genius does not have its own voice box. It speaks through feeling. It speaks through your body. And most importantly, it will speak through your imagination. So allow your youthful, original, creative self to animate this ribbon with your imagination. What would it say to you? What would it tell you about that secret hope you have? That hope inside you that won't go away. That hope inside you that only you and this ribbon know about. Let this imaginary ribbon with all its imagined personality tell you why that quiet hope you harbor inside you won't go away. Allow this beautiful, golden, wise ribbon to truthfully speak to you through the voice box of your imagination and creative genius. There is no place you can be without your inner knowing. Without something trying to remind you of it. Isn't it amazing that on this kaleidoscope journey you have a golden, noble ribbon speaking with you? I congratulate you on your courage, but your youthful, original, creative self used to do this all the time. There, what a beautiful start to this wonderful new composition. Thank you for sharing your imagination with me. If the relationship with your creativity has gotten dusty or stale, it may need a little repairing. Rebuilding the relationship with your creativity is the same as rebuilding any friendship. Commit and invest your time. Be a good listener to your heart. Trust your creative impulses. Be honest with yourself. Enjoy more humor because creativity loves a good time. Trust your instincts more. And be more patient and kind with yourself. Your creativity will come back if it trusts you to listen again. And when it does, boy howdy! It's like having a friendly tour guide into new worlds that are sure to inspire new ideas. Let's now awaken your heart with an introspective question. Notice any resistance you may feel or messages from the mind that may keep you from your deeper knowing. Let your heart respond. Your heart never lies. Blast from the Past is a spotlight on our early work. Have a laugh. The hair may be out of style, but the message is timeless.
Hiya, it's Veronica, your artist and imaginator here at Shaboo Prints, and welcome back to the Shaboo Prints Artist Studio for our weekly Shaboos, our weekly uplift to kind of counteract all the other yuck that is indeed going on. So let's go get an uplift. One of the ways that kind of brings me back to who I really am in my spirit is through creativity. And it doesn't matter what that is. The sign of what you should be doing is expressed through your love for it. So whatever it is that you like to do, and you do more of it, you can't help but start to bring your own signature style into whatever that is. And that is your creativity. So I think it's worth mentioning that creativity is a very powerful tool to kind of reconnect us with who we are and to bring us back to center, especially if dealing with a challenging situation. So while I love and appreciate our usual curly-haired towel, I'm going to use something different this week for our Shaboos because it all comes from the same source, and that is getting our Shaboos this week from Shaboo's Paint and Color book. Yeah. So I'm going to hold you in my mind and my heart while I thumb through the book and stop when I think I need to, and we'll get our message from that page because each page has a Shaboos. So let's feel in right there. How about that? Okay, so I'm going to open up the good book, show you what it is, and so the message for this week, our weekly Shaboos, is maturity is when we accept our birth-given shoes, which we discover are hard to fill with anyone else. This is the perfect Shaboos, but before we do anything else, we just have to start adding some color, don't we? Being who you really are is the whole point. And we use tools such as creativity and our Shaboos because from that place, from being who we truthfully are, is where our fulfillment lies. Our best work, it all comes from that place. And so doing the things that you need to do to get you back there is everything. That's always the bottom line, isn't it? Returning kind of like home, what I call the happy place, to who you really are. And from that point is where everything should come from. So there you have it, another weekly Shaboost and uplift, but this time from the good book and always with the support of the curly-haired Tao. Maturity is when we accept our birth-given shoes, which we discover are hard to fill with anyone else. So come back again next week when we'll get yet another Shaboost, a supercharging message that keeps us moving towards our week ahead with positivity.
Let's get a pearl of serendipity from Imaginator Veronica's collection.
Yeah, so I'm one of those that never feels alone, and I talk to myself and I create with the little curly-haired girl by my side. And as zany as that sounds, I'm telling you it's the key to my success and my joy and my fulfillment. And it's a fun existence, and it keeps me excited and open for the future. Living a creative life has me more plugged into everything, so I see the wonders of everything. You could stare at the trunk of a tree and be in awe of its lines and the colors and what might be beneath it. It's a whole world. There are lots of little worlds that your imagination and creativity can pull you into. The more you become creative and live a creative life, the more you see and the more you know. And when you're in that state, then you start seeing more coincidences and chances and synchronicities and serendipity, which is you wishing and hoping for something to occur, and then it seems to just happen by chance or coincidence. So over my career as a creative expert, I collected what I call pearls of wisdom, which is just this moment of knowing this, like something that just makes sense. Of course, aha! And I would write them down and collect them. And so I have a bunch of them here, and this is just a few of them. I've put them on little pieces of paper, what I call pearls of wisdom. And so I am going to need your help to help me select a pearl. And we'll close out this week with a pearl of wisdom that will contain something that I guarantee you will need right now. And we'll call that our serendipity doodah. So I'm going to put the pearls down, and we're going to kind of settle in. I'm going to need your help to help me choose a pearl for you. So let's take a deep breath and feel the ground beneath your feet. Relax your arms and your shoulders. Feels good. Okay. So I'm now going to ask the spirit of the Shaboo Artist Studio to join us and to help us select a pearl. I'm now going to invite you and your spirit into the studio to help guide my hand and select a pearl. Okay. So I'm going to turn them around. I'm going to let my fingers, guided by you, select a pearl of wisdom for us this week. This is the pearl. Okay, so the pearl of wisdom you helped me select is, ask yourself, who did I listen to today? It helps reveal the quality of your engagement in your life. Isn't that the truth? And we couldn't have planned it better, because we're talking about the relationship you have with your creativity. Wow. Ask yourself, who did I listen to today? Isn't that the truth? It helps reveal the quality of your engagement in your life. So I challenge you for the week ahead to ask yourself when you're settling down, maybe just before sleep, who did I listen to today? Was it your frantic mind? Was it the panic that you have for tomorrow? Was it the right side of the brain, the left side of the brain? Was it a friend? Was it your heart? And it will tell you where you're at and the level of engagement you are in. And I tell you, the more you become a creative person, the more expanded you become, the more you hear from everything. The trees can talk. The grass can whisper. That's what's ahead for you. Who did you listen to today? And then assess, how did that make you feel? Was your emotional response to what you listened to today good for you? Or maybe not? And why not try to listen more and more to your heart and creativity? Because I guarantee your heart never lies, tells the truth all the time, and it brings you more joy. Something to think about. But I also invite you to come back next week to help listen to the curly-haired girl and some other things that we'll have fun with doing. Lots more adventure to be had, lots more discovery of your original creative self to be had. So I can hardly wait. Ask yourself, who did you listen to today? But until then, don't forget to live big and play hard.
For program resources and more, visit shabooprince.com.